Khrome, the silver ninja, quote unquote, fan creation that everyone knows about at this point, right? It's a palette swap ninja with chrome powers, can bend metal and shit, right? A lot of people do not know the proper origins of the character. I've only really seen two ideas for where he come from. One is half correct, and the other is complete bullshit. And I see it so much. You know, I check Reddit for like MK News stuff because I'm not using fucking Twitter. It's it's the best alternative, and I see a lot of really dumb stuff, even from like mods of like the MK Leak subreddit. They get this shit wrong. I just feel like no one really understands this character or like the origins of this character. So I figured I've got the time to do a commentary video. I'll talk about why he's a bit relevant, and we'll get to why he's relevant here. But I just want to jump into the actual origins of this character. Reading Collectibles Studio, they made these Mortal Kombat statues at a time, no longer available, it seems, at least not on their website, so I assume they're not a thing anymore. But they made these figures, right, and one of them was a UMK3 Smoke. There was a miscolored version that makes this Khrome. This is the origins of Khrome, this figure, this miscolored Smoke figure. Now, a lot of people know that part, but there's some specifics. Fortunately, they didn't have to do much digging. They had a Facebook post back in 2016 that cleared this all up. I haven't had to do any research beyond this post because it answers everything. I just feel like bringing this post to light, and I'll put it in the description if I can remember. And just read it, right? So, back in January 2014, we started to receive factory samples of our Mortal Kombat Classic Ninja statues. And apparently someone in China used metallic silver paint for Smoke instead of the correct grey from the game sprites. They also painted the eyes blue instead of brown, but nobody ever notices that. We told them about some mistakes, a corrected replacement was started, and the error piece got put on a shelf. These things happen, right? Like mispaints, you know, errors like that. That just happens, right? Their cousin Sean, who I don't know who the fuck cousin Sean is, but I imagine they work at this company, right? Right, yeah, who was working with us in Chatsworth at the time, walking in and seeing it. Sean had recently been assigned to the PCS social media accounts and was looking for cool behind the scenes stuff to show our followers. Also with the T1000 Ninja, and can I take some pictures? I'm in the photo room. So yeah, they did that. That's how you got the photos of Khrome. They posted it. He nicknamed him Khrome. That's one thing. People think, even though they know about this statue origins, people think Khrome is a fan name. And I mean, I guess, because Sean is a fan, right? But one, it's an obvious name. Two, it was, they clearly had the idea for it before they even posted it. So, yeah, thus the legend began. That about summarizes it. There's some extra things to cover. At the bottom, I mean, again, you can look at the full post. They cover like a lot of misconceptions or a bunch of quotes about what people think Khrome is, and some are wrong. And it sort of goes back to what happens nowadays, where people have the wrong belief about this character's origin. So, for the record, PCS does not own the rights to Khrome. No one from Neverland WWE has ever spoken to us about making Khrome an official character in a game, and they wouldn't need to. We have great relationships with WB and Neverland and love working with them. They don't work with them at the moment, to my knowledge. I might work with WB, I imagine. I haven't really looked, but I wouldn't be surprised if they do, like, you know, there's a lot of Warner Bros. Owned properties, like DC figures or whatever. I don't know what statues they do. I saw some Marvel stuff and whatnot. Transformers. They have a website, so someone can figure that out. Please don't bother Ed Boon about Chrome. Chrome is the creation of an anonymous factory painter in China, whose name we will never know. Cousin Sean named him Chrome and asked to share the pictures with the world. If you are one of the thousands of fans that likes Chrome, those are the people to thank. If you are one of the thousands of fans sick of hearing about Chrome, me, those are the people to blame. Chrome was not a fan creation. We are licensing partners. So that's just on the fan creation thing. We also know who owns the rights to Chrome technically. And it's this other factory in China who did the mispaints. Now, this putting the question if they can legally use Chrome, because this is where this comes up a lot. I'm not even going to specify the person. Quite frankly, I haven't even bothered to look into who the person claims is, because whoever it is, they're fucking yapping. It's bullshit. This person did not create Chrome, but there is someone who I guess was popular in the fandom at some point, and they're quite infamous, and many people see them as the creator of Chrome. You know, like it's their OC, which, as I've proven in this video, it's not a fan creation. Right, like people took the concept and done extra things with it. I've done that, right? I write a fanfic. I just introduced Khrome, which is Chrome in Japanese, and it's its own character based off the Ninja of Chrome power idea. I don't then own the idea of Chrome. And they're quite infamous for being a bigot. I believe they're like a neo-Nazi. That's just what I've heard from many people, because this is the common misconception is that whoever this piece of shit is, people seem to think he created Chrome. And no, it was just some factory worker, this guy painting the figures in China, and this dude just did a mispaint accidentally, right? I doubt this Chinese painter even knows it was. I mean, they've already knew about the accident because you have to paint another batch, right? But they probably don't know about this whole myth of Chrome or whatever, right? So if anyone could legally press charges, right, for using this character, it would be this painter, this guy who made the mistake in the first place, who likely does not care about what's been done with this character. And calling him a character is quite generous, let's be honest here. And Chrome has been used at least once for sure, arguably a second time. MKX Kombat card, which is clearly Chrome, got the arms and everything. And then there's quite a shiny ninja, one of the odd colour ones in the MK11 crib. That's probably a Chrome reference, or maybe it's just a questionably coloured smoke. But yeah, at least once they have 100% just used Chrome as an icon, right? And again, the name does not come from the person who created Chrome, right? So the people who are worried about this idea that Warner Bros. They don't own the rights to Chrome, they can't use Chrome legally. They've already used him. They've used him for this image. It's a small thing, right? But if the Chinese painter who let's say created Chrome, right? If he gave a fuck, then there would have been charge press, but there wasn't, right? And it's been over a decade, and quite frankly, even if you want to go down hypothetical route there's this dude in China who is clinging onto the rights to Chrome, which I think that is a bullshit conspiracy. There is no fucking way that's a thing. And he went with that. I don't think they could hold on to that, right? It's a fucking palette swap ninja who's made in a factory accident for what's meant to be an official Mortal Kombat product. I don't think that's going to hold up in court. Nor do I really think there's a risk of NetherRealm or Warner Bros. Going to court over fucking Chrome. I just don't see it, and I'm not a lawyer, right? I so I'm not going to say that with 100% certainty, but I do think it's a bit of a profound idea that they legally can't use this character. I'm sure it'll be fine, right? I'm sure it's fine because they've done it clearly. So why has this been a point of discussion? Why is this a common thing where online there's people arguing about whether Chrome can be used or not? We got this fucking asshole coming to in K12. The T1000, another Terminator for some reason. I mean, I'm sure it sells well, but good lord. To be fair, probably better than whichever model the Arnold one is. I don't give a fuck about Terminator. I've seen the first two films. I think they're fine. I don't think Terminator 2 is a cinematic masterpiece. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But with this concept, one of the big appeals is, it's a character who has the abilities of Chrome, right? That's what you've been wanting, or at least been a speculated idea since, again, 2014, 2015, with the mispainted figure. So now you have this character who will essentially play like Chrome, maybe be slow, but any ability the T1000 is going to do is going to be like Chrome, unless he has a gun, right? Because he's a cop, or at least that's his disguise. Which, I'm going to be frank, very lame design, does not fit in Mortal Kombat, who is a cop character, right? But it is generic police uniform. And I'm quite excited to see what's done with the gameplay. I think this is one of the more exciting guest characters in terms of moveset potential, right? I know I sort of shit on him a bit, but compared to most guests, I think it's a better choice. He's probably the best choice in the pack. But it definitely is, at least visually, a strange fit. So, this is something many people have been asking for, myself included. I'm not a big Ninja fan, and I think Chrome is a fucking stupid idea. But it's fun. It's fun, and this is an opportunity to give a Chrome skin, right? And this is not one for guest characters in general. Give them MK-based skins. MK kind of does, because you'd have alt costumes, and some would be more MK themed. I know Spawn definitely had one. But with Chrome, you already have a Chrome skin. Like, I spent thousands of crystals on these basic ass reskins. You can just do it one more time for Chrome, right? And again, you're not making Chrome an actual character. It's a small thing. It's a reskin. You'd get money from it, especially from people who don't really care about guests. But then you have this skin that will essentially give them an MK character, right? And it doesn't have to be a premiere skin, because Chrome is not a character, right? All you have to do is have the T1000 in a ninja costume. And that sounds fucking insane, but I think it would work. I don't see the issue with it. The only people I've seen who don't like the idea are the people who act like Chrome is some obscure fan's creation and he's gonna fucking sue if they use Chrome. And no, that's not true. They can do it. And if they don't do it, which I don't think they will, because NMS and WB, they just miss obvious home runs for ideas with cosmetics or just anything really. I feel like they'll miss the opportunity here, and I don't want people defending that as, oh well, they can't use Chrome, because they fucking can. If they don't do this, then they're just silly. They're just silly, and they missed a very good opportunity to do another reskin and get some fucking money. I know I'd play in more. I know I'd spend the 500 crystals for a Chrome reskin. That'd be sick as fuck. Um, but I don't see it happening, and that's quite unfortunate. Especially when guests aren't really getting skins. But again, it's a skin that exists. You just got to recolor and I guess do some arm coloring. I don't know what a T1000 is going to look like visually. He might have metallic arms normally anyway. I don't know how he's going to shape shift in game and whatnot, like morph to do his metal bending stuff. So it's going to be interesting to see. I don't know how long I'm going to wait for that because the game must be waiting a while because Ghostface isn't even out yet and it is early Halloween. He's not going to be out in time for Halloween, even though he's the next character releasing. So he's going to miss Halloween, which raises the question, why the fuck would you add Ghostface then? But that's a separate thing. That's a separate topic. Focusing on T1000 Chrome, it would be very simple. A palette swap that sort of brings a new character into the game. And a game that loves the ninjas, right? Like fucking glazes them way too much. They get way too many skins. There's way too many ninjas on the roster, frankly. Noob did not need to come back this quick. And I love Noob in this game, but he didn't. He would have made way more sense as a cameo in a game that has Smoke as a playable character. So you can do Noob Smoke. And Sub-Zero is Bihan. So Noob didn't make sense as a pick. So we're going all in on the ninjas, right? Just do it, right? The only thing I can think of where they wouldn't be able to do this idea is if whoever's behind Terminator, I don't actually know, right? Whatever company's behind that they've partnered with, if they have like a likeness thing, there's something on the contract that requires them to have him appear like the T1000. So you can't do an old Kosh where he's in a completely different costume and his face is covered. That might be a thing. That might just be making shit up though. So I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of that would prevent them from doing this idea. So yeah, that's the reason I want to make this video. It's gone way too long, albeit most of it was just me rambling about the reason I made this video. I hope I got the important information out of the way pretty quick. And yeah, a bit of a random topic, and I apologise for that. I guess I'll do a little channel update. I mean, I did a meme video, 500 times 500 cigarettes. That got a lot of views. That did pretty damn well, which that's always nice to see. It's good to know that I can do random shit still. I can still do it even when I've gotten a lot more subscribers since, I mean, it's 500 something, which is a lot. It's still a small channel, but that's still a lot of people. And that's cool. And I haven't really lost subscribers from doing a silly video. And the last thing I guess to say, while I got the chance, is, I apologize for the lack of videos, I guess, of this month. It's been like a weekly upload, or I'll do a few within a week. That's because I'm busy with college stuff, and when I'm working on projects, my priority is still my fanfic. It's still Mortal Kombat Reborn. I've been working on it for fucking years. I'm on chapter 102 now. I'm not slowing down on that, right? Like that is the priority. That will always be the priority over me fucking around doing YouTube videos. The downside is the watch hours go down, and that's the main thing I want. That's the only metric I really give a fuck about, is watch hours, because I can get monetized. I have enough subscribers to be monetized. I just need 3,000 watch hours within a 365-day period. The problem is that is so fucking hard, and I think I'm just going to wait. Even though I'll probably have a job eventually, right? Eventually. Which means I'll probably have even less time to do shit. But I think it makes more sense to just continue to grow the channel, I guess, before I go into doing that. Because I can do it. I can't get enough watch hours. I've gone, August and September, I had enough for most weeks where if I got that amount of watch hours for every week in a year, then I'd be eligible. But that's like an upload every fucking day. I'm not going to be miserable for a year so I can get monetized and make like 50p a year. I'm not doing that. Getting monetized on YouTube would be really sick. That would be really cool, and I definitely hope to do it. And it is kind of feasible. Like, I could probably set aside time and do a simple gameplay video every day. I can probably do it. But even then, doing all that, I still had weeks where, wasn't getting the watch hours I wanted. Like, it's a little under. And keep in mind, it's a 365-day window. So I could have had a very good day of watch hours, and that just gets wiped off after a year passes. Like, my watch hours have dropped down to 1,000. It was 1,300, I think, and it's just dropped down because I guess some good days of watch hours last year have just gone away, and I need 3,000, and it's fucking annoying. So that's just an update on that. I could have made my own video on it, but I feel I'll just add it to the end here because we got a bit of a ramble going on, as I do in these commentary videos. But yeah, that does about cover it. I thought it'd be an interesting video to try. One, I think it's an interesting topic. Two, I want to see the idea of I get the core information out of the way pretty quickly, and then we can move on to rambling because I know people like that. I don't feel like the yapping. I like the yapping. So I think that's an interesting type of video to do. So leave a comment or whatever. That's all for me. And I'll see you in the next video. Whatever that video is, because again, it's good to know I can do whatever the fuck I want, and people like it, and that's cool. That's the sort of thing I want channel to be, even though it's a heavily focused on MK, and especially deception. But I'll probably do some videos. I think some AEW Fight for Air videos are coming back. So just stay tuned on do stuff. Obviously, UMKD videos. We did Blaze last week. Whenever I pick up the game again, I'll obviously do another Unchained character, maybe Frost. I think I'll do Frost next. So yeah, that's the update. See ya.